Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and as well Leo Rising weekly general tarot reading January 10th up until January 16th, 2022. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And as well, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel is going to be of a great help. So let's first draw the cards, and then we are going to interpret them in the spread. So the first card that you do, Leo, have, that is going to be the Two of Cups, followed by the second card here of the Page of Wands. Moving next, we do have the Death card, and the last one, that is to be the Fool. These are the 4 prime cards. Now I'm going to draw a catalyst to these cards. So the catalyst to the Two of Cups stands as Judgment, and we do have a passive enemies into that position. The catalyst to the Page of Wands stands as the Star card. We do have a active friends into that position. The catalyst to the Death card, it is a 5 of Wands. We do have a passive enemies into that position, and the catalyst to the Fool card is Page of Pentacles, active enemies into that position. All right, so that's going to do it for the spread, and now let's jump into it and interpret the spread itself. All right, guys, so you can see your spread here on the screen, and man, that is gonna be quite of a week for you, my friends Leo. That is because we do have that topic here, which some people may find quite exciting, okay? And I will take a little bit of a time to explain. So what we have is the Two of Cups being catalyzed by the Judgment. On their own, great cards, right? However, the Two of Cups, it's water, and Judgment, it's fire. They form a passive enemies, and that's not good. It's not good for the Two of Cups, in a sense of that those 2 cards may point to few things. First of all, they may point to a unneeded partnership, unrequited love, untruthful love, okay? Not deceitful though, untruthful in a sense of that you think it's true love, but it's not actually a true love. So that week, should you find yourself, Leo, being single and you got mesmerized by somebody, truly enthralled, you gotta think of it like a initial kick, right? But with time, that feeling is going to kind of like start abating and is going to normalize. Now, by all means, should you forge a relationship under that topic, doesn't mean that this relationship is not going to be successful, okay? It just only means that at the start, you're going to give it a way bigger value than actually has. So, which is very casual, or rather like very common, so to speak, for the most part, with how life goes forward. But just so you know, the topic of your week, guys, it is a what I just said, a not unrequired, but rather like a partnership that it is not as valuable as you may see it right now, or as you may think of it right now. Also, the topic may cause third party, or rather like a love triangle, and that comes with having the other 2 cards here, which definitely speak about a person showing up into your life, okay? That may be somebody you know, or somebody brand new. These 2 cards are in a challenging position, and they are a active friends. And that is a person who gives you hope, okay? But because they are in a challenging position, or another way to see the position is also a what acts against you. Okay, so they give you, that person gives you hope, which is unjustified hope, unjustified dream, or unrequited love. One more time, it is because the star card may stand again for a unfolding love, and it's just because it's a challenging one, it means that that's not as unfolding as it may look at the start. So you gotta be very, very careful, Leo, how much you let people in your life throughout this particular week. And as well, you have to be very how can I put it into words, a very mindful when it comes to how open you are toward a people. Another thing about these two cards is that throughout this week you are going to see very big difficulty or a trouble to overcome a shyness and overcome as well pride from those that are around you, especially people that you do find very valuable for yourself and very how can I put it into words, very dear to your heart, so to speak, is because having this Two of Cups with the Judgment card there, it kind of puts a barrier in between two people. If the Two of Cups, it is when two people are making equal distance toward one another. Having the Judgment there, it kind of speaks about that this distance, how can I say, equilibrium, it is to be disrupted. And one of you, for example, you or the person you want to make a connection with, starts to think that the other one has to give more actually because you do, or they do deserve more, so to speak. And that will cause, like I said, a sense that this is not exactly a balanced interaction, it's not exactly balanced relationship. But again, by all means, that doesn't mean that it is a doomed to fail. Okay. Another thing about this week for you, Leo, it is that when you are to be approached by somebody brand new into your life and they start talking about the brightness of life, and they start talking about the beauty of the future and how much they can give you, right, and how much how better you can be with them, all right, and they start promising you things that are seeming way too good to be true, that is because they are way too good to be true. Okay, so be very skeptical, or according to these cards at least, look at promises that are given to you with a grain of salt. Now, on a more personal level, you may start feeling the need of a help with certain enterprises of yours. That again comes from the second elemental dignity that we do have here, because at some point throughout the week, you may start feeling weakness within your capabilities and fall into a doubt into your own personal strengths. And that is a challenging thing. So you got to challenge yourself to overcome that feeling that you are not strong enough to overcome your enterprises and to deal with the problems that you are facing into the day-to-day routine. The other elemental dignity that we do have here, which is the Death card with the Five of Wands. It's a pretty easy one. This position, it what helps you, and what helps you in this week, it is your awareness to mitigate changes or to grasp control over the randomness of the situation. Okay, so nothing is gonna feel random, and you are not going to be unpleasantly surprised with any circumstances or any courses of events of your enterprises. It's just whenever something it is to happen, you are going to be able to see it a miles away before it actually happens. And as well, that is the luxury. These two cards here points to the luxury for you to decide what you want to change in yourself and in your life as well. You may decide to change certain hobbies or certain approach towards situations. You may decide to change your day-to-day routine or change one lifestyle with another, and that is going to happen with ease by the look of these cards. And so by all that, it's kind of surprising how the week is gonna end for you, having those two cards here, which are the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, because with these two cards, they only speak about the freedom for you to decide what to do, which is kind of relief to me, because I have to be honest with you here. If I were at your place, I don't know if I would have been able to resist these two cards. Okay, these two elemental dignities that we do have. It is because whenever somebody is for a very, very long time alone, you don't have to be even single, okay? You may be in a relationship, but still you may feel alone. So if somebody is alone for a very, very long time, it just only takes a little bit of it's not even an attention, it just only takes a little bit of a sense of understanding, so to speak, from somebody else to be completely grasped into their narrative, right? And that is what we do have here. But for one or another reason, because the Fool and the Page of Pentacles are at the end of the week, that pretty much speaks that at the end you get to the freedom to decide how you are to approach any situation and any enterprise into your life. And if we're talking about relationships, because that's truly the topic, you are going to end up in the you're going to summarize the week by having quite of a carefree interactions within your relationship. And even if things does work out, should things work out in a love front, as you can make it happen here, it seems that you are going to dodge a bullet being head over heels of toward somebody that doesn't really is the same way for you. And if things doesn't work out, which is also a possible, these two cards here point that you are not going to take it very hard on yourself, because you are to see that there were no value into that relationship. So the week for you is going to be very, very interesting, and I hope that you do make the most out of it. And and if there is anything to be extracted here, sometimes, once again guys, sometimes things are way too good to be true, and don't believe into everything that it is promised to you, especially if it looks very, very celluloid. That is because it is. And with that being said, that concludes the weekly reading. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.